Honorable Minister of Agri, Dr. Sabi Abdullahi, a well-known agriculturist, distinguished Senator, the Honorable Commissioner of Agri, Kano State, who is ably representing His Excellency Dr. Abba Kabir Yusuf, the Permanent Secretary, Federal Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, my senior colleague, Alhaji Honorable Babadang Abundi, other directors that are here, they say Chairman Afan, Kano, Jigawa, Zamfara, Kebbi, Kaduna. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to deliver goodwill message at this National Flower Ceremony of Federal Government Intervention for Tomato and Sugarcane Farmers for the control of Tuta, absoluta, and African sugarcane borer in Kano State. Nigerian farmers have faced serious challenges in recent times, including climate change, high input costs, unstable produce prices, and devastating pest infections that threaten livelihood and national food security. As is well known, Tuta absoluta has caused severe losses in major tomato producing states, while Dana sacchararina has significantly damaged sugarcane production, leading to economic losses and farm abandonment nationwide. This timely intervention by the Federal Minister of Agriculture and by the federal government through the Federal Minister of Agriculture and Food Security clearly demonstrates its commitment to protecting farmers, boosting food production, and ensuring food security. Let me use this opportunity to appeal to the state government through our dynamic governor, Engineer Abba Kabir Yusuf, to come and assist the Nigerian farmers, especially those that were affected here in Kano State. On behalf of all the Nigerian farmers, I commend the federal government, state government, and the Department of Plant Health and Pest Control Services for this laudable initiative. I believe this intervention has come at a better time as far as our farmers are concerned. Honorable Minister, sir, it is very important to mention it here that we are really happy on behalf of the beneficiaries. What we did, as far as we are concerned, we are proud of that, and we are proud of you as the State Minister of Agri and Food Security. Your performance, honestly speaking, cannot be measured.
So we got this information through them. And then the Northwest Zonal Coordinator, Tosani Babo, brought the information to me. And I led a team of experts to the farms. We went there and got the information. And then we saw it ourselves. The devastating effect of this sugarcane stem borer, where some farmers got total loss of their own sugarcane. There was an estimate that a farmer lost up to 30 million. So, and then, so we now pick some samples of these sugarcane infested stems. We went to the lab of crop protection, Department of Biology, University Kano, and reared the larvae, and then it emerged. And meanwhile, before that time, I attended the National Agri Council meeting in Abuja, where I brought the news to the members, the participants there. And the pamphlet was magnanimous enough to say that I should write the incidents to the minister, honorable minister, through the pamphlet. So I wrote it, the letter to them, and then it was routed through the HOD of Department of Pest, Plant Health and Pest Control Services, Dr. Iwendi. So, and then after some time, Dr. Iwendi wrote to me that I should give an update about the pests that we have discovered. So I wrote, meanwhile, we have discovered that the pests devastating because there are many species of pests that can do the same damage. So, but after rearing, we discovered that it's African sugarcane stem borer, Eldana sacchararina. So I wrote a report to her, and I followed to the ministry. I even went to the council office, and then we now continue to do this thing. And meanwhile, in my own report, I suggested that the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security should give intervention to the farmers because they have lost a lot. And we are going to have problem in food security if this thing should continue. And also I gave advice that Federal Minister of Agriculture and Food Security should educate the farmers on the best method of cultivating sugarcane. Not only supply, we appreciate the ministry for all this support. In fact, it was it's a surprise. So we appreciate you for your own magnanimity, but still, just like one speaker mentioned, the farmers are just like the The farmers need to know how to use these chemicals. They need to know the time for cultivation of their own sugarcane. They need to know the husbandry of how to cultivate this thing, and then take care of the pests and diseases. And even this sugarcane stem, the cotton, should be provided to them that is resistant of this sugarcane stem borer. It should be provided to them.
Honorables, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, join me as I make welcome to the microphone to deliver his keynote address, the Honorable Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security, distinguished Senator Dr. Aliu Sabi Abdullahi, CON, Baradingo.
Thank you very much. Please sit down. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم جماعة السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. The compare has established protocol, but let me specifically appreciate His Excellency the Governor of Kano State, Engineer Abba Yusuf, who has sent to us the hardworking Commissioner of Agriculture, Dr. Benjamin Mahmoud, to be here with us, and he's been here with us since yesterday. The friend of Nigerian farmers, the friend of Federal Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, my own brother, the Right Honorable Munir Abundi. I have to do this because his advisor plenipotentiary to the Federal Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, my former student, who we taught but is now teaching us. Thank you very much for always being ready to leave whatever you are doing to support us. The indefatigable permanent secretary, Engineer Marcus Ogunbi, the man who sleeps and drinks agriculture. Thank you for being here. I know it was tight, being in another place, leaving to come here, joining here and there, but we are in it together. I no go allow you rest. Before I greet the Nigerian farmers, let me understand that we are here because of farmers. No farmer! Azaune? No farmer! Azaune! No farmer! This program in Kano State to show Nigerians what our amiable and visionary president, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, is doing to transform Nigerian agriculture. I'll have to go through the protocol of my former speech. I bring you very warm greetings and felicitations from the Federal Minister of Agriculture and Food Security. And I also say specifically from my brother and colleague, the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Senator Walker Kyari Siwe, who is also away on another assignment. It is my pleasure to address you today at this important sensitization, empowerment, and federal government emergency intervention program targeted at the control of Tuta absoluta in tomato and the African sugarcane borer Eldana sacchararina here in Kano State. This gathering underscores the federal government's unwavering commitment to food security, farmer protection and welfare, agricultural resilience, and sustainable agricultural pest management, particularly in frontline states such as Kano State. Tomato is one of the most widely cultivated and consumed vegetables in Nigeria, and indeed, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security has tagged tomato as an inflation-sensitive commodity. It plays a critical role in household nutrition and food diversity, income generation for millions of smallholder farmers, employment along the value chain from production, processing, transportation, marketing. Nigeria remains one of the largest producers of tomatoes in Africa, and yet post-harvest losses and pest infestation, especially from Tuta absoluta, have continued to undermine productivity and farmer livelihood. Similarly, sugarcane is vital to the domestic sugar industry and for backward integration policy. It also supports job creation in farming and agro-processing. Reduction in sugar import dependence and development of byproducts such as ethanol, animal feed, and bioenergy. The African sugarcane borer Eldana sacchararina poses a serious threat to sugarcane yields, sugar recovery rate, and the sustainability of sugar estates and outgrower schemes across Nigeria. The challenge of pest infestation, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, has meant that we must be on our feet. The emergence and spread of invasive and destructive pests such as Tuta absoluta and Eldana sacchararina represent a national agricultural emergency. And let me remind us that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has declared a state of emergency since July 2023, and we are still in that state of emergency. These pests cause severe losses to farmers, and the president of All Farmers Association has reaffirmed what has happened, including the president of the Plant Protection Society of Nigeria. It also increased cost of production because it means farmers must now get pesticides, herbicides, and the like to see what they can do to reduce this menace. It also exposed farmers to unsafe pesticide practices when not properly guided, threatening food availability, farmer income, and agro-industrial investment. Addressing these challenges require timely government intervention, farmer sensitization, integrated pest management, and strong collaboration among federal and state institutions. And that is why we are here. With the fatherly support and guidance of the ministry by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, under the renewed home agenda on food security, the National Horticultural Research Institute, NIHORT, and I think the substation here in Bagawada, the head of substation is here. This institute in 2025 released 2 improved tomato varieties, Hortitom 4 and Hortitom 5. These varieties were designed to be resistant to Tuta absoluta. Please clap for NIHORT. And this was as a result of the engagement we had with the Tomato Producers, Processors and Marketing Association. And I can see the amiable president here. When we had that engagement, we promised you that we are going to take action, and this action has been taken. I'm sure you are aware of the release of these 2 varieties that are resistant to Tuta absoluta. Derived savanna, Guinea savanna, Sudan savanna, and rainforest ecologies. High yield potential with a potential of about 22 tons per hectare to 27.2 tons per hectare. It has medium maturity, which means 80 to 90 days, good food quality, good adaptation to open field, rain-fed cultivation, and irrigated system. It is tolerant also to bacterial wilt, early blight, and tomato yellow leaf corm. So it's a variety that has been bred to ensure that all the pain points of tomato farmers was accounted for. This program is therefore designed to deliver a 3-pronged intervention. Number 1, sensitization, to educate farmers, extension workers, and stakeholders on early pest detection, safe and approved control measures, best agronomic and field hygienic practices. Number 2, empowerment through the provision of approved pest control inputs, which we are here to flag off, technical guidance from trained extension and plant protection officers, and I will be addressing the request of the president of the Plant Protection Society soon. Then capacity building on integrated pest management approaches that combine cultural, biological, and chemical control methods. Emergency response to rapidly contain ongoing infestations, minimize crop losses, and prevent further spread across farming communities and adjoining states. And I'm happy that the president has brought all the AFAN state chairmen of the Northwest. I guess they are here. Please, can we give them a round of applause? This intervention aligns with the renewed home agenda of Mr. President, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, which prioritizes food security, local production, import substitution, and farmers' welfare. In everything we do, I want to place it on record, the President of AFAN and all farmers here, that whatever we submit to Mr. President, the first question is, how does it impact the welfare of Nigerian farmers? If you don't have answer on that, you know, the man will listen to you. I have to say this to you so that you will know we have to prioritize Nigerian farmers' welfare. Now, we are here in Kano State. And of course, Kano State remains one of the great pillars of agricultural production, particularly in tomato cultivation and irrigated farming systems. The success of what we are doing here today depended on the strong collaboration with the state government, and we are happy to have the Honorable Commissioner of Agriculture here representing His Excellency. The active participation of farmers and cooperative groups. Commitment of extension officers and plant protection personnel, responsible use of agrochemicals in line with national regulations. Let me use this opportunity to thank His Excellency, the Governor of Kano State, Engineer Yusuf, for putting agricultural development at the front burner of governance, which has contributed immensely to the current increase in our national agricultural output. I also want to thank the Honorable Commissioner of Agriculture, Kano State, Dr. Danjuma Mahmood, for his continual collaboration with us in the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security as we work for national food security. We are here with the state government and farmers association leaders to ensure that these inputs actually get to the real and genuine farmers, in contrast to what used to happen before, where inputs were shared to portfolio, ghost or non-existent farmers who turn around to sell them to the real farmers at exorbitant price. We are here to ensure that it is only the genuine farmers that will benefit from these items you are seeing as representatives. We want to thank the leadership of the Nigerian farmers, because we in the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security have emphasized that we don't want to work with ghost farmers, we don't want to work with portfolio farmers, we don't want to work with political farmers, even though we are in politics. But let me ask, is there politics in food? No. Have you ever seen somebody who is in a different party, because he's in that party, then he doesn't get hungry? So there is no politics in food, and we should not politicize food production. I urge all beneficiaries to use the support provided judiciously, adhere strictly to professional guidance, and avoid indiscriminate pesticide application that could endanger human health, endanger our environment, and also increase pest resistance by these disease agents that we're trying to control. In conclusion, let me reaffirm the federal government's resolve through the Federal Ministry of Agriculture as follows. We shall protect farmers from devastating pest outbreaks, as we are doing through this intervention today. We shall safeguard strategic crops such as tomato and sugarcane, promote sustainable, climate smart and environmentally responsible agriculture, ensure that the above is realized. And let me place it on record that for the first time, because of the reform in the institutions that are managing the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, we now have the Federal Department of Plant Health and Pest Control Services, which used to be a division before. And we have the first director here, incidentally a woman. So come forward, let them see you. So this is the director, Federal Department of Plant Health and Pest Control Services. And this is the first time we are upgrading this level of attention to this subject matter. And I'm sure the president of the Nigerian Society of Plant Protection is more than happy now.
Secretary, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, the directors, especially our director in charge of this very august event, the chairman of all trade associations, especially the farmer-related association and other professional bodies are present here, our able farmers, patient, resilient, able, tolerant, and always ready to cooperate with us at the sub-national level as well as the federal level. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. I have to express my happiness, of course, on behalf of His Excellency, our Governor, Yusuf, who always talks, get involved in, prepare for, support anything that is to do with agriculture. I'm sure as we continue to expand the frontiers of our cultivable land through irrigation provisioning, from our giant project at irrigation project, which I'm sure in the state there is no irrigation project like it at Dansocia, which has a dam of 2 kilometers dam, about 3 million cubic meter water provisioning for us to be able to irrigate up to 1,500 acres of land in a single cropping season, by extension in a complete 3-cycle cropping season, both first dry season, second dry season, as well as the rain season. We'll be able to cultivate up to 4,500 acres of land, and our own mini earth dams, as well as small irrigation provisioning in different local governments. We just started with 11 local governments in the state, across Kura, Dakin, Dugwa, Bichi, Baboy, Gizawa, Minjibo, among others. As we expand these frontiers of cultivable land, it's very important for experts to start to tell us, to prepare our minds that it's not only the production that matters. This production is susceptible to so many things. So we need to have to prepare ourselves and to be able to involve knowledge in whatever we do, so that we can be advised appropriately. And we are glad with the intervention of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture. To be fair to them, they are always ready to support us, to listen to us. They communicate effectively in whatever they do. I'm sure they've already communicated to us these very activities that they proposed in the last couple of weeks. So we are happy to get involved, always partner to ensure that we ensure Mr. President's lead up agricultural agenda. And I'm sure we have just started seeing this thing coming. There are more to come, more good news, and I'm sure with effective collaboration and cooperation, the issue of food security, committed ministers, and coming down to some national committed government that is pro-poor, farmer-focused, we will get to tackle the issue of food security head-on. And clearly, this support from the grassroots dovetailed into all the interventions we are either getting from the federal government or from our development partners. This very area is a catchment area of our SAPZ. And tomatoes is one of the items selected, sesame seed among others, but tomatoes is one of the items. If you can't produce quality produce, the processors, you can't be able to take it from farm gate to the shelves of the supermarket, because they are severely damaged or destroyed by disease. So I wish to congratulate the Ministry, Ministry of Agriculture, and all farmers for this intervention received on this very day.
Thank you all for your presence, steadfast support, and shared commitment to strengthening agricultural resilience and ensuring national food security. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Kaine ciyama ko? To, sai ka zakuɗo mutane biyar maza, biyar mata, ko babu su? To sai ka zakuɗo su ma da su group din sai ka kawo su nan. So da saboda za mu yi flag off ne. Use your wealth of experience and knowledge to bring together these women so that they can contribute to our national food security effort.
Taɓa samun wanda ibn ke bakon irin wannan saboda wannan cuta ce mai wahala musamman tuta absoluta da fall armyworm da kuma wannan sacchararina din da ta dame mu edena sacchararina ta rake mostly da daddare take shiga amfanin mu musamman idan manomi bai yi IPM ba integrated pest control management shine sharar gona to a nan take ta ƙasa take bullowa wata kuma ta sama saboda haka waɗannan magunguna ko da aka bayar su za su yi maganin su saboda irin wannan su lambda cyhalothrin din da sauran abestrin da aka ba mu wato cypermethrin za su yi maganin abu insha Allah well properly a abin amma abin da zan kira ga 'yan uwan manoma shine su dinga neman shawara a gurin extension officers muna da su ko ina musamman 'yan ma'aikatanmu na nada da ma'aikatanmu ta gona wacce a nan na gama aiki ta tarayya wannan ta yanzu da muke magana a dinga consulting din mutum da sun san mu sun san ilimin za mu gaya musu inda za a fahimta domin fahimta wannan cuta ba a yi da rana in kai da rana ba zai ba kaga za ka ce maganin da aka baka zai ba da sassafe ake yi ko late evening sannan tana waje amma in ka je da rana yanzu kai to koma take kasa ba za ka same ta saboda haka wannan shine shawarar da zan ba manoma su ma su yi amfani da wannan dama
to duba da cewa wasu manoman aka ba su kayan ma sayarwa suke wani kira za ka yi gare
wannan shine rashin kishi duk mutumin da aka ba shi wannan kayan ije sayar bai amfani da shi mu dai bai kyauta mana because so ake kai aikin karka zaune ka zama indolence kana zaune kullum not complacent me nake nufi zaman banza ba shi da amfani shi yasa ake samun matsaloli wannan abubuwan su ne su rage matsalolin tunda akwai jobbing opportunity zan yi noma ban iya ba dole kaga yana ne mu wannan ka gane ai saboda haka dan Allah dan Allah kira ga manoma duk wanda aka ba kayan nan ya je amfani da shi ta hanyar da aka ba shi wannan shine mun gode thank you very much